Hello, welcome back to our Chanel Days of Our Lives. This Monday, November 11th, tensions reach new highs as secrets, power plays, and mounting consequences threaten the stability of several key relationships. Each character faces life-altering decisions that could reshape their future in Salem, and this week promises intense drama, surprising alliances, and revelations that bring loved ones closer, or tear them apart. At the center of Monday's episode, Brady Black confronts Kristen DiMera with a fierce ultimatum. Kristen holds the cure to Sarah Kyriakis' paralysis, but Brady insists she must relinquish it or face serious repercussions. Brady's emotional stakes are high. If Kristen denies Sarah access to the cure, he may never be able to forgive her, straining their already tumultuous relationship. This confrontation forces Kristen to confront the power she wields and the cost of her choices. For Kristen, the vial represents more than a cure, it's leverage, a symbol of control she's reluctant to surrender. Yet, Brady's relentless demand leaves her with a tough decision: either do what's right and grant Sarah a chance to regain her life or risk irrevocably damaging her bond with Brady. As Kristen weighs her options, the clock ticks, and Brady's patience wears thin. Meanwhile, Philip Kyriakis reveals a disturbing piece of information to Sarah Kyriakis. Recently, Xander Kyriakis had threatened Philip by pulling a trigger aimed right at him. Although the gun wasn't loaded, the incident was enough to terrify Philip and leave him rattled. Now, he brings this alarming detail to Sarah, hoping to warn her of Xander's unpredictable behavior and the risks of staying by his side. Philip urges Sarah to distance herself from Xander before it's too late, painting a grim picture of her future if she remains entangled with him. With his words echoing through her mind, Sarah is left grappling with a dilemma: does she continue to support Xander, knowing his explosive temper and dangerous streak? Or does she heed Philip's warning and seek a safer path? Elsewhere in Salem, Chad DiMera's story takes a twist as he becomes entangled in Clyde Weston's latest scheme. Chad approaches DiMera with a request, seemingly at Clyde's behest, seeking the release of Kat Green. But Chad has ulterior motives, as he's ultimately playing along to gather information on his missing wife Abigail's whereabouts. Despite Chad's facade of loyalty, he has no real intentions of aiding Clyde beyond his immediate need. He despises Clyde and sees him as a criminal who must face justice. But Chad's desire to locate Abigail, and, potentially, her body, drives him to play Clyde's game, if only temporarily. He seeks EJ's help to secure Kat's release, hoping to uncover any leads that might give him closure. However, as events unfold, Chad finds himself forming an unlikely alliance with Kat Green. United by their disdain for Clyde and shared thirst for justice, Chad and Kat craft a plot to set a trap, aiming to expose Clyde for his crimes. Their alliance becomes increasingly complex as the tension of their shared mission intensifies, and a deeper bond seems to be forming between them. Could this partnership evolve into something more? As viewers watch their interaction, the chemistry between Chad and Kat hints at a relationship that might defy expectations. Finally, Monday's episode brings us to Steve Johnson and Roman Brady, who find themselves deep in conversation about Clyde Weston's escape and possible motives. Clyde, who has already wreaked havoc across Salem, now appears to be weaving another sinister plan, one that unsettles both Steve and Roman. Together, they review his recent actions, scrutinizing his objectives and plotting their next steps to safeguard their loved ones. Steve and Roman's inquiry into Clyde's intentions adds a layer of suspense to the episode, as they grapple with the unknown and brace themselves for his next move. What does Clyde have up his sleeve, and who will his plans target next? As they strategize, viewers are left wondering just how deep Clyde's web of deception goes, and what will happen to anyone who dares to cross him. This Monday on Days of Our Lives, relationships are tested, alliances are formed, and long-buried grudges resurface with a vengeance. Thanks for watching, goodbye.